Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Gig Gang TK, and hopefully the microphone is working this time. I do apologize earlier, but I didn't have enough time to calibrate it. I guess hopefully you are hearing me correctly now with this microphone that's right in front of me, right? So, just a little bit of news that just happened about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you haven't had a chance to see my live reaction, I highly suggest that you do in order for you to get the full depth of how my reaction was with the entire Pokemon Presents. But mostly, I was kind of analyzing the trailers of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So, in this video, we're basically going to be talking about hidden secrets that you probably missed in the entirety of not just the trailer, but also in the Pokemon explanation in the Pokemon website, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet website, in which kind of goes into a more depth analysis of what to expect and what could be kind of revolutionizing the Pokemon battle system, the open world, and other things just like it. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this as much as possible. So as we go in to the Pokemon trailer, you're noticing a little bit of what is going on. So just give me one sec, guys. I'm just making sure that everything is going really, really well right now. At the same time, again, just bear with me, trying to make sure that everything is working right now. Right? So uh, right now, uh, what we're seeing is more of the fields of Pokemon, right? So we're noticing a lot of Arcanines out there. They do look like a different color, but I think they're just regular Arcanines. We see the different type of, deer that we're kind of noticing there. And what's interesting about the deer right there is you're kind of also noticing a little bit of the different type of, I would say, kind of like the seasons. So, and we also see an evolved form of that deer as well. Not since the Legend Arceus. And look, the Wooper that's right there that we already know that it is a different type. It's basically the Paldea region form that we notice. And then we can kind of go back to the attention please, because you are in an academy, and depending on the the version that you kind of spoke or you took, that's the version of the academy that you're going to go. So it's going to go into more further analysis. That's the professor, the director of the academy right there, and it's kind of telling you a little bit about what is going on a little bit of knowledge of the adventure that awaits you in the Pokemon world. So you notice that the Pokemon Center there. So if you go back there, that's what the Pokemon Center is right there. That is just like a pit stop. And you notice that your eyes are not playing tricks on you. The legendary Pokemon are now actually very mobile. If you believe it or not, they're more mobile now. Now you can actually take them on the go. Basically, your legendary Pokemon now is your HM mobile vehicle machine, right? Because if you remember any past games, you had to get all the HMs to travel around, right? So this one Pokemon does it all, right? And you don't have to teach them any kind of moves, and it's not gonna, hinder your experience. So if you notice on the back, you see the Pokemon Center right there. You see a lot of the pit stops right there. So that's very interesting to see that this is now the Pokemon Center. And you notice all the way in the middle that is Nurse Joy. On the right, you can kind of see the Wi-Fi capability, and then on the left, I do believe that is for Pokemon battles and for Pokemon training. So like if we can go back just a little bit on that, just a tad bit on the so you see you have the blue, you have the red, and you have the green, right? So you're noticing those things. So the blue represents Pokemon training, trading or battling with another player, that is close by, you have the Pokemon Center to heal your Pokemon, and on the right is the Wi-Fi capability. And I think that's the one where you can, communicate with other Pokemon trainers from around the world using, the internet, right? As we go along, we talk about the rich culture. So if you notice those type of architectures, you're noticing it's very similar to European kind of Portuguese and Spanish architecture right there. And then you notice the different academies that I kind of touched upon right now. So we have the Naranja, Academy, and then the Uva Academy. And Naranja is orange in Spanish, and then uva is grape in Spanish, and it can also mean like the symbolism of a violet as well. Scarlet could be a type of orange as well. So as you notice, you see a little bit of an encyclopedia of those different places. So you notice that this is a Pokemon encyclopedia, this huge library. So it not only is telling you the history of this region, but it probably has a lot more information about Pokemon from all around the world. So this could be a very prestigious academy from this region as well. And then you see the classrooms that you're going into. So you already see a professor right there that is kind of telling you how the day-to-day classes are. You see the Sunflora statue right there, kind of symbolizing the grasslands and what they're very proud of. So a lot of grass type Pokemon. But the next thing you see is kind of like the neon type of district. So this takes you kind of back, like maybe it's kind of symbolizing the busy life. And you can kind of see also the vending machines all the way on the left-hand corner as well. So you have different type of shops, you have restaurants, you have I believe also you can customize your Pokemon character as well, right? So something to think about. But again, this is all speculation. These are some of the hidden secrets that we are looking at, and you can kind of see that the neon sign has a Meowth symbol, so it can symbolize that the Meowth, there could be a huge population of Meowth in that region, as well as maybe that's a place to kind of, take a break as well, because, it's a cat. Cats are very synonymous of taking it easy, just, taking a break as well. And then you see kind of the nightlife of, the Paldea region. Now, something to keep in mind, if you notice the architecture on this building, doesn't that look very similar to the Barcelona church that's in Spain, right? I think it almost has that type of architecture. And just to not to take much of your time, right, I just want to show you what I'm talking about, because those are that's the building that I'm talking about. You're gonna see right now, so just hang tight. So let's see. There we go. So I'm trying to get a good picture here so you guys can see it more often. So just bear with me right now as I try to get to you as much as possible right now. But the building that you're seeing right now, so look at that building right now. All right. And now we're going to get into another building, the Barcelona building that I'm talking about. And this is the one I'm talking about right here. See? So if you notice the structure of this building here, right? One of the most famous buildings in Barcelona, right? One of the stunning works of Antonio Gaudí in Barcelona, and it's celebrated across the world. Doesn't this building look almost exactly like the building that we're seeing right in front of us in Paldea? The only difference is, if you notice on that building, it has that Pokeball symbol right there, right? So, that's just something to keep in mind. So I have a strong, feeling that this Paldea region has a lot of Spanish influence. This is just from me talking about it, because if you notice that building right there compared to the other one, you do see it as well, right? So that is one of the things. The other thing is, You see the little mushrooms right here, really cute Pokemon. You see the Cacnea. You see the Dolphin. You see the Dragonair. You see Pinecone. You see the Mischievous. You see the Snow Bears. You see the different types of Pikachu. The Pikachu kind of has a different type of shade. It's kind of like a little bit darker instead of the traditional, bright yellow Pikachu. But it could be also that it's the time of day and that's why it looks so dark. And then it's talking about the people as well. So you see kind of like a marketplace. So you see the sandwich store. So I think you can feed this to your Pokemon, and you can also, feed yourself as well. You notice this Pokemon trainer. You can kind of see the track suit. So this could be one of the gym leaders that is, available in this region right here. This could be a possible professor right there, because you kind of see the name tag here. It has the suspenders, but it could also be another, gym leader is there. You see another person that could be a random, Pokemon trainer that's just ready to battle you. Very stylish, I could say. And then you see many other Pokemon trainers. And then so wherever you go, this is the Naranja Academy. So the Orange Academy. You see the Snowy Slope. So that is one type of gyms that is available. You also see in the motorcycle run right here. You notice that these flags here, there has to be some symbolism there, because also that could also mean a challenge to you as a Pokemon trainer, right? You see these towers there. There's many of these towers all around the Paldea region, and I don't know what these are, but we're gonna learn more and more about them. Then you see you're flying with your legendary Pokemon onto every part of the region. And then you see, another Pokemon trainer that you're going to be following. You see the professor of, the Scarlet version, the professor of the Violet version. Then you see Penny. You see all of these other Pokemon trainers. That is a gym leader right there, right? That special type of Pokemon is Ice types. So that's the one that you have to battle with. And then this is a freaking awesome car, and I think we're gonna learn more about this, because if you notice the flag that is hanging over the hood of the car, it's the same flags that you see all around the region as well. So that's something to keep in mind, right? And then you could choose the Pokemon that you want. I'm already thinking of the fire type Pokemon. So if you notice, when you're walking, that means you can actually customize your clothing. So the customization of the clothing does return. You don't have to stay with those school boy or school girl outfits, which is awesome. And then also the multiplayer function as well. So you get to actually, for the first time ever, we're going to have a Pokemon game in which you can go around with your fellow Pokemon trainers all around the region to capture Pokemon. And that's really cool. And then also, if you notice in that little slight there, the Pokedex is back, and it's Rotom, the Rotom Pokedex that is right there. So it's going to be, I don't know if they're going to use the national Pokemon Pokedex. And then right before, you notice the flower. That flower has to have some sort of special symbolism in this region. So I think you might have to use it for the Pokemon battles, or it could possibly be part of your journey to collect these sacred, magical bright flowers, right? But the more we're going to get into it, right? So that's what the trailer is showing us. And then you're on top of the tower again. It almost looks like it's a battlefield, right? On top. And then you grow together, so you see some of the Pokemon that are available in the region. So if you notice the schoolgirl outfit, that's from Pokemon Scarlet. So you have Sylveon, you have Scizor, you have Altaria, you have all of these other types of Pokemon that are out there. I think the only one that is from the Paldea region is that little pig one on the far right. So the rest of them, you've seen them in other regions in past games as well. And then you see the annoying bat, and you get to capture them. This is how you do the trading right there, right? Between other Pokemon trainers and the Pokemon battles, right? It's free world, which is awesome. And then find a treasure, right? The treasure. What is that treasure, right? And I kind of had a little bit of an idea of what that could be. And then the Pokeball, the special Pokeball that you actually use, it's called the Terra type Pokemon, in which you can actually crystallize your Pokemon. And we learned a little bit from the trailer that depending on certain Pokemon, they actually can change types when you crystallize them, right? So, in those moments, every Pokemon has a special type of Terra form. And then you can actually go with your friends and actually battle other Pokemon and raid them in order for you to capture them. And then you see your legendary Pokemon, taking you everywhere. And then you can kind of see when the Pokemon will be available for everyone, right? So that was the first part of the trailer. So the second part that I want to show you is more to do with the explanation of what we saw, but it gives us more information about what Pokemon will be available and the possibility of more information and clues that we see. So we see here we see the overview presentation. So you see the snowy lopes, we see the Sunflora again, we see the shops, right? The Raichu that's all the way in the corner, the Luxio Paldea region, which has a lot of Spanish influence and a lot of castles. So we're back to the European type of feel, but more kind of in that Arabian Peninsula, right? So you set out with the Pokemon legendary Pokemon, right? So you see Koraidon and Miraidon, right? So depending, I guess, the Pokemon game that you choose, that is going to be the Pokemon game that you will go forward. So if you're in Scarlet, you're going to get Koraidon, and if you're on Pokemon Violet, you're going on Miraidon. So something to keep in mind. And it's funny that these become like your most mobile Pokemon ever. Because look, they turn into freaking motorcycles, right? That is just freaking amazing. So the legendary Pokemon have become HM vehicles. That's what I keep saying. They can, drive mode, which they could, be like a motorcycle or sprint. They also have an aquatic mode, which they can do swim or surf. They have a gliding mode, which is, you can glide all around, but in essence, it's most likely kind of using fly. Or if you remember back when you used to play Pokemon Omega Ruby and Sapphire, right? If you remember when you used to hop on Latios and you get to travel around, the Hoenn region, that is almost exactly like that, but in a totally higher level than it was, because I think that was the closest thing for you to fly all throughout the entire region. And now they brought it back, but now it's better than ever, right? Very reminiscent of the the 3DS games of Ruby and Sapphire, the new generation of it for the 3DS. So something to keep in mind. So as we go along, you notice the thing is, like, why is he jumping if he can turn into a motorcycle? That's the one thing I don't understand. But I think we're going to get more information as we go along. We see the aquatic mode, we see the glide mode, and you can use it however you want. And like you can go from riding it to flying to climbing and everything. So the story that you use, this is, I think, the Pokemon trainers home, and then you go to the academy. So this is what I was talking about, the Naranja Academy and the Uva Academy. And I know I'm saying it in the most Spanish accent ever because I just have to, but for my English speakers out there, it's called the Naranja Academy, and then the Uva Academy. Okay, I did it for you guys, but for the rest of the time, I will say it in my native tongue, speech pattern. The Naranja Academy and then the Uva Academy, right? So, and I already kind of went on that, what these symbols mean. and you see more of the books, and you see kind of like the student dorm life in a way. You see the professors, you see the students, kind of like the cafeteria. You see a classroom where the professor is teaching you things about Pokemon, and then you also get a greeting from the director or the principal of that, and it's telling you to do a treasure hunt as well, to explore the entire region of Paldea. And also the gyms are going to be interesting, because the gyms, they told you that you can go however you want. There is no right or wrong way to go through the gyms. And then the flags that I'm seeing right now, this also has to do a lot with, how the battle mechanic is going to be and what you're going to do. And then the towers, you see Nimona, a trainer that loves to battle but absolutely is horrible on battling, but we still love her nonetheless, right? You see more of the different towns that are in the Paldea region. So you see also a Pokemon Center as well. I feel like we should just not even call it a Pokemon Center. It should be a Pokemon Center stop or something, because they don't even have a building anymore. It's just weird to me. I feel like the Pokemon Center, I guess that's just how they are in this type of region, because everywhere else, if from Gen 1 to Gen 8, there was always a building, at least close to a building, but now it's just like a little hut. So very interesting to say the least. And we see the Glacedo gym, who kind of tells you it's kind of like Glacier, it's ice type Pokemon, right? Grusha is the gym leader there. So you see spectators there. You get to actually get an Arcanine. You see more Pokemon. You see that freaking Auto, man. Like, I want to know more about this. The more I see it, the more I want to know. You see the tower, right? There has to be some sort of symbolism there. The cast of characters that you'll meet, right? It kind of gives you a little bit of impression. So you already know a little bit about the professors that are going to help you on the journey, depending on the type. You have Professor Sada, Professor Turo, right? You got Clavel, the director, which is on both sides. Then you have Professor Jacques, right? Which I feel like he is French. I just have a feeling. Then you have Nimona, the person that likes to battle. Then you have Arvin, which is probably a professor. And then you have Penny, the very shy person there. And then we obviously have the gym leader here, Grusha, And then you have more and more characters popping up, but I think we're going to get more and more information as we go along. And then the Pokemon in the area of the Paldea region. So we already know that there are Paldea region Pokemon. So we're going to already know about that. So we noticed the Wooper. Look at the Wooper right there. So the Wooper was first introduced in Johto as a water type Pokemon, right? But now it's the Paldean form. It says that it's going to be a different type of form. So from the brownness, it tells me it's going to be a ground type Pokemon, but it also did say that it's going to have poison type, mentality or attributes, I should say. So I think it's going to be maybe like a ground poison type Pokemon. So something to keep in mind there. Then you have these little cute little marshmallow dogs here. Fido, Fido like a doe, right? Very adorable right there. Then you have this huge Pokemon from Ice, looks like a whale, Cititan, or Sea Titan. I don't know how to pronounce that. And then you have your starter Pokemon, the ones that you're going to be choosing. You got Ditto, you got Fuecoco, and then you have Quaxley, right? I think Fuecoco is going to be my Pokemon right there that I'm going to, enjoy picking, because I always pick a fire type all the time, no matter what. I think very rare I can do it. And look, the Pokedex is back. So, and look it out, when you get a Pokemon, it's almost like a little bookshelf that it registers from your Pokedex. So I think it's almost going to be maybe kind of getting the same mechanics as Pokemon Arceus, in meaning that it's going to build an encyclopedia about the moveset, the area that it's available, the attacks that it uses, and what level does it evolve, and so on. So something to keep in mind there. Then you see, Laycock, the hog Pokemon, so you see the natural habitat where they're from, and even more fun with multiplayer. So I think it's gonna have that selfie. Uh, I think feature. It has to have it. It looks like it has a selfie feature, so it's gonna give you an opportunity to take selfies with your friends that are you're doing multiplayer either locally or online. So that's gonna be fun. So if you notice here, the guy that is standing on that yellow Pokeball pattern, and you see on the wall, you're noticing that it has a global kind of ring going in through it. Like it's a globe, and it has a ring going through it. It basically means it's using the Wi-Fi to connect other trainers from around the world, right? So see, the trainers are popping up right there, one by one, and it goes, I guess, up to 4 Pokemon trainers there. So pretty awesome stuff right there. And it'll be easier once you start customizing your clothes. That way you can kind of distinguish who is who, so that way you don't get confused. You notice that they're running around. You can actually use your, look at that, you get to actually ride your Pokemon all throughout the entire region, which is pretty awesome. And you get to hang out and go to like different things. And again, very awesome mechanic here. I think this is going to open the doors to possibly more Pokemon games that are going to be more multiplayer friendly in the future, because this will be the first time that it's going to have a multiplayer functionality just like this. Never in the history. The only time it's been multiplayer is through trading, battling, and then wonder trading. That's it. That's all it has. And then I guess the only thing that was recent from Sword and Shield were the raid battles, but that was it. That was the closest thing to multiplayer. But now it's an open world, and if you have good internet, you're gonna be good to go, and it's gonna be you're gonna have really cool, awesome memories. And then the terrestrial phenomenon. So this is what's interesting. So if you notice here, it has the exact same layout as Pokemon Arceus on the open world Pokemon battle feature. You have 4 attacks, and then you see on the left hand side of the move set, it's called Terrestrialize. Terrestrialize. What? I don't even know how to say it. Terrestrialize. Oh, Terrestrialize. Okay, I had a moment where I wasn't able to see it. Terrestrialize. So once you pick that and you press the R button, you can terrestrialize your Pokemon and make it into its crystal form. So use the Pokeball there to put that to basically put it in its Terra form, and that's how you can have a more powerful Pokemon. And they did say that certain Pokemon do change their types depending on their terraforms. So this kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. So you see some of the starters using their terra moves, and it's kind of telling you, look at like example the Pikachu. This is a Pikachu that flies, and something that you might not know. So how the Pikachu has the balloons? This actually goes back to Pokemon Yellow, because there used to be a Pokemon, a Pikachu that could fly, that had balloons, that was distributed, that can actually use the move Fly, such as the same one as a Surf Pikachu, in which a Pikachu that can use Surf. Now, you can't find those type of Pikachus in the wild. They were only available to be distributed through Pokemon events, special events, and that first happened in Japan, and then it happened all in the West, especially here in the United States. Something to keep in mind, right? So when Pikachu becomes its Terra type, it becomes a flying type with that. So then you see the Persian, I believe. Then you see the fire type here. So these are types that would have 2 types, but it only becomes 1. And then the Eevee, since it has a lot of evolutions, it can actually become multiple types. So you have a grass type, and you can even have a water type. And I would think it also has a fire type as well, right? So you have to go to these crystals. So these crystals that you see, those are the raid battles. So when you go closer to the crystals, that indicates that you can get to a raid battle, and I think it's going to be similar to the one like Sword and Shield. You can try to do it through the Wi-Fi, or you can use the local trainers that you have. But usually, I found that the local trainers are not that helpful unless your Pokemon is, overpowered, and that way you can capture them, right? So this is just an example. So this is just another way, like the Gigantamax type of, battling of raid. That's just another, way of doing it. So it goes back to its original form, and then you could capture it. The difference is the Gigantamax is that you try to capture the big Pokemon as big, but here, once you weaken it, it goes back to its original form, and then that's how you can capture it. So here you're kind of getting a little bit of the recap of all of what was presented in the trailer, right? So something very interesting that that I just noticed, how they were just throwing their Pokeballs, just like like almost like almost like bowling here, right? But very, very cool. And Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will be available on Friday, November 18th in 2022. So I'm very excited about that. So hopefully you guys are enjoying a little bit of these gems, a little bit of these hidden secrets and hidden Easter eggs as well that is happening with this presentation of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So okay, so now we're gonna go in depth into the Pokemon website to see what exactly is going on and what can they give us more information about Pokemon, right? Because we want to know more. We want to know more about what they have in store for us, right? So let's look at that, right? So I'm already at the Pokemon website, and we're noticing how more and more of the information that is being given to us, we're getting a clearer picture of it. So let's see if you guys can see it there. Oh yeah, you guys can see it perfectly. Perfect. Okay, I wanted to make sure you guys were sorry. So it says the sprawling landscapes of the vibrant towns woven into the Paldea region, right? So it says your adventure takes place in the Paldea region, a land of vast open spaces dotted with lakes, towering peaks, wastelands, perilous mountain ranges. Along the way, all sorts of trainers will be adventuring and owning their skills with Pokemon battles. You can find lots of people and Pokemon living together in a variety of locations, ranging from farming village with bountiful harvest to a port town with bustling marketplace. So I think we saw that on the trailer as well. There will be also Pokemon living in treetops, rivers, and all sorts of other locations in the wilderness, and they're all just waiting to meet you. And then it kind of gives you a map of the Paldea region. So you're seeing the map right now. So let me get myself off here. Um, something just it just looks awesome, just to say the least, right? So it shows you here more and more about, what's is going to happen. Your adventuring companion, the Rotom phone. So the phone is now a Pokédex, right? So it says a must-have for traveling Paldea in the Paldea region. The Rotom phone has several apps featured that will come in handy during your adventures. This time, the Pokédex will be loaded on the Rotom phone as an app. Your map will also be an app on the Rat phone. You'll be able to see the map of the entire Paldea region on the map app, which will naturally show your current location. You'll also see all kinds of information like nearby towns, Pokemon centers, and wild Pokemon. And then you see that little cute, cell phone slash Pokedex. I feel like this is going to be selling like hotcakes in the Pokemon Center. You heard it from me, folks, right? And then you noticed here, the person that is looking on his phone. And then on the right here, if you see, it's hard to see it, but it does show a map of where you are, and it says stationary rotation map. And on the left, what I can get from it, I'll try to maybe I can save the image, if I can, but if not, that's okay. But take my word for it, like the way I see it, because I wish it was bigger. Unfortunately, even if you click it, it doesn't get bigger, which I wish it did, right? But it does look really, really good. I think that it shows you where your location is, also where the Pokemon centers are located, and then what is the best path to go. And also it tells you what time of day it is, which is cool. So it tells you like if it's sunny, if it's nighttime, if it's rainy, if it's snowy, and so on. So as it continues, it says adventuring in the vast Paldea region won't be a walk in the park. In order to battle Pokemon trainers and catch wild Pokemon, you will need to rest your Pokemon and get your Pokeballs to catch more Pokemon. Typical. To support the Pokemon trainers, there are many outdoor Pokemon centers scattered about the Paldea trainers that can easily find Pokemon centers even from far away. Pokemon centers light up at night, and each of them has Pokeball sign on the roof. So that's exactly what you saw, man. These Pokemon centers are so interesting, and it has Nurse Joy. Then you see the Pokemon. So, okay, so I was wrong on the blue one. So the blue one is the Pokemart. So it's all in one now, right? Like other Pokemon games. So the blue side is the Pokemart, the red side is the Pokemon Center, and then the green side is the Wi-Fi capability, to go on the Wi-Fi, right? It says depending on the version of the game you have, the Pokemon that appear will differ. So they say there are several differences between Scarlet and Violet. One such difference is species of Pokemon that appear. For example, Larvitar and Stonger appear in Pokemon Scarlet, while Bagon and Isque appear on Pokemon Violet, right? So it says Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are available to play in the following languages: Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Simplified Chinese, English, French, Italian, European, Spanish, and German. All right, so that tells you right there. So let's look here. It says new forms discovered for the legendary Pokemon Caradion and Meridian. So look, they look like freaking motorcycles, right? So during your adventure, you will meet legendary Pokemon, either Caradion or Meridian, and it will join you on your journey. Caradion and Meridian are full of mystery and are said to have the power that can far surpass any other Pokemon. And I can tell they're already HM vehicles, man. It seems that Caradion and Meridian have even more forms that you'll than those that I've already discovered. These Pokemon are capable of changing their forms to better suit what you're doing or what terrain they're traveling over. So again, you could be a motorcycle, it can climb, it can fly, and it could swim, right? So it says, ride these legendary Pokemon to embark an unrestricted adventure. It says, ride your Pokemon to traverse the expansive Paldea region and explore every nook and cranny together. The sprint through the plains and deserts, move across the water scales, cliffs, cross cliffs, glide off peaks. Enjoy fresh, liberating adventure that only open world Pokemon can provide. Meet a variety of people and Pokemon alongside your legendary Pokemon and seek out the mysteries, which is cool because now you actually get to start with a legendary Pokemon out the bat, which is really cool. I think this is a very ambitious, take for Pokemon. So it says, sprinting build drive mode. Traveling through the Paldea region on foot can be quite a hassle. If you learn how to ride spring build Caradion or drive mode Meridian, you'll be able to traverse the expansive Paldea region more freely at full speed. Sprinting build Caradion, it may look like a motorcycle, but it uses its powerful legs to run all fours. Drive mode Meridian. Meridian accelerates by generating energy on its tail and throat, which transforms into wheel-like rings. Which this doesn't make sense. How come Caradion have things that look like wheels, but it doesn't use its wheels? For me, Meridian wins that competition. Swim build and aquatic mode. On your adventure, you'll be able to jump rivers, lakes, Arabian oceans to approach the Pokemon that live there or cross perilous waters in a snap by riding swim build Caradion or aquatic mode Meridian. So swimming build Caradion floats by making its throat into a flotation device, and it propels itself by spreading a membrane between its toes and paddling through the water. And then aquatic mode Meridian, the Meridian propels itself by rotating its rings, but it also uses its jet engines in its legs to move forward in water. Okay. And then it says gliding build and glide mode. If you jump from mountains, towering cliffs, or tall buildings and glide towards your destination, not only does this offer you more options when choosing what to do, but it also can freely glide around and enjoy the view that you can see only from the Palladian skies. So as we go down, it kind of tells you the gliding build Caradion. Caradion unravels the twisted tendrils on its head, forming wings to catch the air and glide through the skies. And then the glide mode Meridian, the antenna on the Meridian's head extend and spreads the membrane of the energy to glide through the skies, which is pretty cool. So that tells you more about what is going on with the Pokemon. So there's more information here, and we're gonna go through it, guys, because we got plenty of time. And if you have any questions, again, thank you again for joining in the live chat. Tell me something that you enjoyed from all of these secrets and clues that we're kind of looking at this, right? So let's see. Fought alongside friends within the time limit of the Terra raid battles. So we're going to learn a little bit about the Terra raid battles. So it says the Terra raid battles are completely new battle format where you will team up with 3 other trainers in order to take a terrestrialized wild Pokemon. I still can't say that word. My gosh. Terrestrialized wild Pokemon within the time limit. Okay. The Terra raid battles, you can attack without waiting for other Pokemon's trainers' turn. So it's important that you cooperate with your fellow trainers at a quick pace. Yeah. So you just like those gigantic Pokemon, you got to make sure you beat them as soon as possible. It says the Pokemon that will appear in the Terra raid battles are fierce. But you can join forces with other players to provide victory. All right. Seek out crystals for the Terra raid battle. So you'll be able to attempt the Terra raid battle by touching shining crystals. The colors of these crystals correspond to the Terra type of the Terra Pokemon that you encounter, the most likely like gemstones. Additionally, a sparkling pillar of light will be shooting into the sky above, and any of these crystals, making them easy to spot at a distance. Because this Pokemon has a grass Terra type, the crystal has a color of the grass type, which is green. Okay. You'll be able to choose Pokemon from your party or from your Pokemon boxes to participate in the battle. So it kind of tells you the Terra Raid battle says challenge as a group, challenge alone. Don't challenge alone unless you have a high level Pokemon. Change Pokemon. It says battle members. So this kind of tells you like who else is joining in, either through Wi-Fi or locally. And I think this is a Meryl that you can kind of see from the silhouette. 3 stars, which I think could also mean the level that it is. It says defeat the Terra Pokemon within the time limit. All right. It says challenge the Terra Pokemon. This battle system has a time limit and allows you to continue attacking seamlessly without having to wait for other trainers to choose their actions. Take on these battles by coordinating with your teammates, by increasing the stats on the Pokemon on your side or healing them. Note: a paid Nintendo Switch Online membership is required to interact with other trainers using the internet. Oh, so this is a paid function that you need in order to participate in to interact with other trainers. Wow. So if you do not have the Nintendo Switch Online membership, be warned, guys, you won't be able to do the online thing to interact with other Pokemon trainers. So get on it. So get into that Pokemon Nintendo Switch Online membership as soon as possible. And it's not that expensive, so you guys should be okay. It says the Pokemon that appear in the Terra raid battles may have a Terra type that differs from their usual types. Okay, so we know that already. Expand your options in the co-op play by cheering. It says there are 3 kinds of cheers that you can use. They will benefit all your ally Pokemon on your side. The 3 effects are boosting attack and special attack, boosting defense, special defense, and healing. Anybody can use these cheers, allowing you to play cooperatively, even if your Pokemon hasn't learned any moves to support other Pokemon. Cooperation is key to Terra raid battles. Lead your side to victory by cheering. So now you're going to be a cheerleader to make sure that you can win this battle, right? So you got to make sure that you're cheering. Cheer, guys, cheer it. Who says that cheering doesn't help, man? It helps your team win. That's what matters right there, right? Okay, so it says how to participate in a Terra raid battle, right? You will be able to search for allies to join your Terra raid battles, or you can join someone else who is searching for allies in their Terra raid battles. Work together with trainers across the world to try your hand on these battles. So this is another example on the bottom left hand corner. It says time remaining. It could be maybe 2 hours or 2 minutes and 54 seconds, I think. Link code. So this is the link code that you need. All ready to go. Change Pokemon, quit. Then you see the battle members. You have Juliana, and then searching, which has 3 other trainers. And the objective is the Terra Pokemon to defeat the Terra Pokemon within the time limit. Right? It's the same Meryl. It says to have a battle together with your friends already. No, you need to set a link code, and then you can find requests from trainers searching for allies to join your Terra raid battles from the Terra battle option. So it kind of tells you this is the link code here. All right, something interesting to know. Okay, that's what I like. All right, so let's see. The next thing we're going to look at the oldest school in the Paldea region. So we're going to learn more about this school. So it says at the Naranja Academy and Uva Academy, you can meet new people, new Pokemon, a new you. Is this like a university or college entry pamphlet? I feel like I've heard this before. It says in the center of the Paldea seats the largest city of the region, Mesagosa. Okay, so mesa in Spanish means table, and gosa, I don't think there is a meaning for it, but I can try to figure that out. But I think maybe the table of learning. I think that could be the translation there. Um, because I think Gosa is a Latin word. Um, it says it is here where you find a school of boasting of history that few other schools do, where people from all sorts of the regions come to own their skills against each other, be it through academies or Pokemon battles. Okay, so this is a very important detail. So it says right there that trainers and people from all regions, so we're not talking about Paldea region, so all the regions are go there to own their skills to become better trainers. So that means that you can have people coming from the Kanto region, Johto region, Hoenn region, Unova region, Kalos region, Alola region, Galar region, all these regions, right? And they go there. So something tells me that Ash's journey in the anime is not over yet. So he might see some old friends there. That'd be pretty cool. And it says, age is not an issue in enrollment here. So wide range of age groups, from children to adults, take the same classes which mostly relate to Pokemon. It seems there are a few classes that you take within the Pokemon too. So age is not an issue, guys. So that's why you see a lot of adults that are also participating in that school. Very interesting. And again, that also means that the anime will continue with Ash being the protagonist. That is it. I think even if Ash wins the Pokemon League, he still wants to go to learn more of his skills and beat more skilled trainers. So that is a very interesting theory that I have right now. Tell me if my theory is off or maybe it's on the money, right? And maybe that also means that we might see more of Ash's friends, Satoshi's friends, going back to the Pokemon, to school again, right? Kind of like the Alola region. So it says, in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the name of the school in its emblem, its uniforms, and other details will differ depending on which game version you're playing. Okay, so it tells you that. Let's see. To be is basically the treasure to find yourself and to build a Pokemon bond. So it's not, fighting crystals. It's not capturing more Pokemon. It probably is. It's not finding legendary Pokemon. It's mostly as a kind of like you're learning more about yourself as an individual and how to build friendships. And I think friendship is the treasure that he's going to be looking at. Courage, friendship, and love of Pokemon. I think those are the things that is the treasure itself. And I think that's more of a symbolism and a beautiful, beautiful poetry, I would say, right? So I think I have a theory that that's going to be the ultimate treasure. I don't think it's a So Jock here, he says, Mr. Jock is your homeroom teacher, and he teaches biology. He is very knowledgeable about Pokemon biology and is the developer of the Pokedex app at your Ron Tom phone. He has a slightly airheaded side of him, and he sometimes loses himself on his research. He reminds me of the professor from the Alola region, right? But I don't think he's a battler unless he is proven otherwise. So, well, here we go. Main character's friend. So we see some other people. Arvin. Arvin is an upperclassman at the academy. He's good at cooking and is researching healthy recipes that can help Pokemon feel better. He will be asking you to help him out since he isn't good at Pokemon battles. That's hilarious. So he wants to be a cook or maybe like a Pokemon connoisseur, if you don't mind, right? Me saying? Okay. So the next person is Penny. So it says Penny is in the same grade as you. She's a bit shy. She has a bit of a shy personality, and for some reason she doesn't seem to come at the academy very often. She's especially fond of her fluffy Eevee bag and always has it on her back. So I think she loves Eevee. I think that's kind of be one of the Pokemon that she will love to capture and to have, right? So these are some of the characters, and we see the school. So let's see. This is the Pokemon shine, glimmer like gems thanks to the terrestrial Pokemon phenomenon. So this is what we're looking for here, the terrestrial phenomenon, right? So what is that phenomenon? So it says, what is the terrestrial phenomenon? This phenomenon is found only in the Paldea region, which makes Pokemon shine and glimmer like gems. When a Pokemon terrestrialize, I'm still trying to get that word, terrestrialize, a Terra Jewel appears above the Pokemon's head like a crown, and the Pokemon body glistens like cut gemstone. It is said that the terrestrial energy that seeps from the ground of the Paldea region is involved in the phenomenon. Many details remain unclear, but Professor Sada and Professor Tura are researching the mystery, and you can kind of see the illustration of the Eevee with its cute little, it looks like a wedding gem on top of his head, and these nice little crystals. It has one huge diamond in its head and then two small diamonds on each side of his head, and then you kind of see the Pokeball that is used for that thing. It says the Terra Jewel and the luster on the Pokemon's body differ depending on the type. We know that all the Pokemon that call the Paldea region home can terrestrialize. There you go. I got it. It took a while. That's a hard word to get. Terrestrialize. Terrestrialize. Yeah, terrestrialize. There you go. Master the terrestrializing and dominate Pokemon battles. Terrestrializing holds the key to victory or defeat in the battles in the Paldea region. All the Pokemon in the Paldea can terrestrialize to gain special power. First, each Pokemon has a Terra type. A Pokemon Terra type is inactive until the Pokemon terrestrialize, at which time the Pokemon type will change to its Terra type. Ooh, what a tongue twister. For example, some Eevee will have a normal type Terra type, but some other Eevee will have a flying Terra type. Interesting. It says there are 18 types, meaning there are countless combinations of Pokemon and Terra types. Ooh, interesting. Terrestrializing a Pokemon allows you to enhance your battle strategies by increasing the power of any moves that have the same type of your Pokemon Terra type, or by changing your Pokemon's weakness. When to activate this special transformation and the combination of Pokemon, the Terra types you choose to use are all up to you. To find what works best for you, gain the upper hand in the battle. So it kind of shows you all these Terra types terrestrialize, how they do it. You see the Eevees, you see the grass type Pokemon. You can terrestrialize Pokemon once per battle. The transformation will last until the battle ends. When the Pokemon terrestrialized Pokemon, when a terrestrialized Pokemon uses a move that matches its Terra type, at least one of its original types, the boost to the move's power will be even greater. So it's going to even be better. Okay, so you will need a Terra Orb to terrestrialize a Pokemon. Okay. Only select trainers in the Paldea region are allowed to carry this type of special item. Once you terrestrialize a Pokemon, your Terra Orb will lose all of its terrestrial energy, and you won't be able to use it again until it's been recharged. You can charge your Terra Orb if you touch crystals overflowing with terrestrial energy, or go to the Pokemon Center. Okay. And then you kind of see this is the Terra Orb. Only select trainers in the Paldea region are allowed to carry the Terra Orb. So it almost looks like a Pokeball, but it's an orb made out of crystal. You can find the shining crystals scattered around many locations throughout the region. Okay, so we saw that. And let's see. Enjoy Pokemon with friends. All right, so it says, enjoy Pokemon with friends. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you can trade and battle with trainers all over the world by using the feature called the Poke Portal. Use the Nintendo Switch system local wireless to connect with people nearby, or use the internet to connect to the internet with people from all around the world. Enjoy co-op play with the Union Circle. And okay, so what is the Union Circle? Your adventure is bound to be more enjoyable by playing with friends, cooperating to beat Terra Pokemon and Terra raid battles, and sometimes even testing your skills against each other. Additionally, with the new Union Circle featured added in the Poke Portal, you and your up to 3 friends can adventure together in the same space, cheering each other on as you battle wild Pokemon, or showing each other's Pokemon that you walk alongside you. Also, you can actually walk your Pokemon alongside you, and which is really awesome is let's say that a trainer that you made friends with in the internet, you can actually cheer them on while they're battling, and that actually boosts their morale and also their Pokemon. So something pretty cool. So, who says that cheering doesn't help, right? Cheering to win, man. Fight and win. That's the way to go. And cheering. Don't forget about cheering. There is no single way to play using the Union Circle. You can wander around together and spend your time with your friends how you want. Okay, so it says coordinate with your friends to grasp victory. So there's like a Dragonite, the Terra type that people want to capture. Take your favorite Pokemon onto a stroll. Adventure by barreling through the open fields in the Peloto region up to 3 friends. So that means like you're kind of doing the motorcycle thing. Trade Pokemon with each other. And it says in the Poke Portal, there are 2 features that allow you to enjoy trading: the link trades and the surprise trades. A link trade lets you trade with specific person. With the surprise trade, after choosing a Pokemon to trade, you'll be able to trade with a random trader somewhere in the world. Make lots of friends, make lots of trades to find your favorite Pokemon and complete the Pokedex. So the surprise trade is like the Wonder Trade. So the Wonder Trade is back, guys, but now it's called the surprise trade. And I think that's what they should have called it from the beginning, because the Wonder Trade, you didn't know what Pokemon you were going to get, right? So this is awesome. And battle together. If you go to the link battle option of the Poke Portal, you'll be able to have Pokemon battles with other Pokemon trainers. There are many battle formats. Own your skills in the Pokemon battles with trainers from all around the world using the Pokemon you trained. Really, really insightful stuff here, right? And it says the story unfolds the way you want to. Ooh, so this is what I was talking about, the gyms, right? So it says, weave 3 grand stories into your adventure as you meet Pokemon you've never seen and unique characters. These titles have the hallmark Pokemon story of going to the gyms and aiming to become a champion, but there is no set path. You can go whichever gym you want to challenge in the order you desire. Furthermore, there are 2 other grand stories besides your pursuit of becoming a champion, and many trials and tribulations await you in those stories as well. Please look forward to finding out what kinds of stories there are. Furthermore, you can go freely back and forth between all 3 stories, allowing your adventure to develop in a way you want to. Some may want to reach the rank of champion and rush to the gyms, while others might want to adventure at their leisure. at times of searching for Pokemon or meeting all sorts of people. Everybody can experience the game the way they want to. Being able to make your own story, the one of the hallmarks of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So that basically answers the question of saying that you can do the journey however you want. If you want to be the champion, cool. If you want to get all the gym battles out of the way so you can enjoy the adventure, you can do that. If you want to do the other stories, you can do that. If you want to do the third option, you can do that as well. It all depends on you, or you can do all of them simultaneously. And it's just the way you want to customize your Pokemon journey. And I think that's what everybody should do. So there is no right or wrong way to play this Pokemon game, which is very revolutionary. It says, aim for the champion rank. The Paldea region has a Pokemon League and a special class of pro rank Pokemon trainers who have achieved the champion rank. These trainers have grown with their Pokemon to be able to dazzle audiences with their skill battle. There are facilities called Pokemon gyms in many towns, and the leaders of these gyms are waiting to challenge of trainers like you and your friends. There is no set path to the gym. You can purposely seek out stronger gym leader, or you can simply stop by a gym that happens to be located in the town you came across on your journey. This time, you can get the plot your very own path along the victory road. If you beat all 8 gyms spread across the region and collect their gym badges, you will be able to take on a special test called the Champion Assessment. If you successfully pass the assessment, your strength will be acknowledged and you'll be given the champion rank, making you an object of admiration of all trainers. Polish your skills with many Pokemon and trainers and aim for the glorious champion rank. So again, it just emphasizes that there is no set path on the gyms. You can go whichever path you want, and it's going to be like the anime Pokemon Origins, right? Like when Red went to the Pewter City and Brock told him, how many badges do you have? I don't have any badges. And when he flipped a switch, there were 6 Pokeballs, but because he had no badges, he had to go with 2 Pokemon, which was Geodude and Onix. But if you played Pokemon Silver, Gold, Crystal, or Heart of Gold or Soul Silver, you notice that when you are going to the Kanto region, after beating the Johto region, Brock has more Pokemon that are much more powerful than just Geodude and Onix. So I feel like that's going to be the same implementation here in these gyms, right? So, for example, if you go to the Snow Gym first, right? The Pokemon there are probably going to be around your level because they're going to tell you they're going to know how many gym badges you have. So let's say there's another gym out there that's a fire gym, for example. You don't want to go to the fire gym. Maybe you go to another town and there's a water gym, and you decide to battle there. So because of the number of gym badges that you have, that corresponds to the level of difficulty that is going to await you in the gym battle. But always remember, if it's the same as the other Pokemon games, you can't level up your Pokemon too high because you need a certain number of gym badges in order for your Pokemon to obey you. So do not forget to not over level your Pokemon. That is a stern warning, and I know it from experience as well, right? So it's going to be very, very interesting. So that'd be cool. So say Grusha used to be a professional snowboarder, but now he is a gym leader of the Glaciado Gym full-time. He is an ice-type specialist who is a Citian as his partner. He is known as cool-headed, but when battle gets heated, he starts showing his emotions and usually keeps pushing down. All right, so we know that this is one of the gym battles that you're going to have to go through, right? All right, so let's see what we have. And then look, Receive a special Pikachu as an early purchase bonus. By purchasing Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet early, you will receive a special Pikachu as a gift. And look, it's the flying Pikachu, guys. The flying Pikachu. And the flying Pikachu comes back ever since Pokemon Yellow happened a long time ago. So that is very cool. This Pikachu has two unique characteristics. It knows the move Fly, which normally cannot learn, and its Terra type is Flying. You can receive it by choosing to get it via internet from the mystery gift feature on your game up until Tuesday of February 28, 2023, which is Pokemon Day, guys. So that is not by coincidence, right? Note, you will need to connect your Nintendo Switch to the internet to claim the early purchase bonus. The user profile on your system will need to be linked to the Nintendo account in order to connect to the internet. It does not require a paid Nintendo Switch Online membership, and it takes approximately 1 to 1.5 hours of playtime before you can access the mystery gift. Okay, so pretty good. So the flying Pikachu returns, guys. The flying Pikachu, and I think I will. Maybe you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I will tell you from the Pokemon Yellow introduction, you're gonna know what I'm talking about, right? And I'll show it to you at the very end. But maybe I can show it to you now. So let's see, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So let's remove that right now. Let's share this video. And I'm going to share this, intro of Pokemon Yellow. So just remember, guys, that there was a special type of Pikachu that they were giving away back in the day, right? So I'll tell you right now. So look, so this is the intro of Pokemon Yellow. So you see Pikachu kind of doing like a little quick attack. Look, Surfing Pikachu right there. So Surfing Pikachu was a thing in Pokemon Yellow version that was only available through a special distribution. And there was also a Flying Pikachu that was also for special distribution. There you go. See? Right there. Right there. Huh? What did I tell you, guys? What did I tell you? There is your Flying Pikachu right there. This was in 1998, guys. 1998. It goes full back circle. This is one of the biggest Easter eggs, and I hope people knew that this was where the Flying Pikachu came from, because that's the only explanation that I have. So something to keep in mind. So the Flying Pikachu is there, and I have a sneaky feeling that there's going to be a Surfing Pikachu Terra type that will probably be coming. Now, will it happen soon? Maybe it's going to be. I have a feeling that the Surfing Terra type Pikachu is going to be available in the next Pokemon Day of next year, right? It may not. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I'm guessing that's going to be it, right? So what do you guys think? Is it an homage to the Flying Pikachu from Pokemon Yellow from the special distribution? Let me know, but I know that it is. I have a strong feeling that it was that. So right, so like I said, we're gonna go back to finish the rest of the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet information, right? So we did learn about the Flying Pikachu and what it's paying homage to, which its legacy of Pokemon Yellow version, right? And then lastly, I think we still have a couple more things we have to see. So it says, look the way you want to when you explore the Paldea region. Arrange your looks and hairstyle to freely change your appearance. So you can change your appearance however you like. In Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, you can now make changes to your character's eye shape, mouth shape, and more to look the way you want to look. You can, of course, change your hairstyle, your hair color, your eyebrows at salons too. So look the best when you're on your treasure hunt. Use all sort of items to make your uniform fit you. Ranging from short sleeves to short to warm blazers, the Academy has 4 different kinds of uniforms in total. Additionally, you can collect a wide variety of accessories from boutiques, wear your favorite items, and try different styles along the way. So this is like a little selfie. I have a feeling that the Rotom phone app is going to give you a selfie feature, and you can actually take a selfie, take an actual selfie with your companions that are online that are playing Pokemon with you, right? So when we go back home, we're noticing on, some more details on the Pokemon. We saw the characters, we saw the world, we saw when it's coming out, right? Um, Also, what we need to see too is we're going to see all the Pokemon that were featured so far. So we saw Sprigato, Fuecoco, Quaxley. So let's look at this guy right here, Sintian. So it says Terra Wild Pokemon Ice type. It has the ability Thick Fat and Slush Rush, right? So this is one of the Pokemon that the gym leader is actually going to be fighting against you. It says strong muscles, thick blubber. Titian needs to move tough muscles to be able to support their immense bodies, and physical attacks using their bodies have incredible power. They also migrate around in snowy regions to protect the thick layer of subcutaneous fat. The horn on the upper jaw freezes the surroundings. It says Sintian has 5 hard horns. Among them, the horn on the upper jaw is able to gather ice energy, making it the surrounding temperature extremely low and freezing around the Pokemon. Okay, so we learned a little bit about that one. Fido, look at the little Fido. So it's a puppy Pokemon, of course, so cute. It's a fairy type, and ability Own Tempo. So it says this Pokemon has a moist, smooth feeling to it. Fido, moist, smooth skin, has elastic qualities, and is both firm and soft at the same time. When these Pokemon become excited, they intimidate their opponents by puffing up their bodies to appear bigger. Its breath contains useful yeast. Fido ferments things in its vicinity using the yeast in its breath. Said yeast is useful for cooking, so Pokemon has been protected by people since long ago. So it's actually could do some chef work, right? The Licconk, it's a hog Pokemon, normal type, right? So it says Licconk uses the sense of smell to find and eat only mostly fragrant wild grasses and richest berries. As a result, its dining habits has become radiate of aroma resembling herbs that bug Pokemon dislike. So okay, very strong against bug Pokemon. Timid, faint-hearted, but also strong. If attacked by an opponent, it is startled. It will charge forward in a panic. It may appear fat at first glance, but in reality, the Pokemon's body is mostly muscle, built by constantly walking, searching for food. Interesting. So don't judge a book by its cover. Look at the Palladian Wooper. Look at the Wooper. It's so adorable. It says category poison fish, Pokemon type poison ground. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? I was on the money. And it says ability poison point, water absorbent. So it is a poison and ground type. They live on the land and cover their bodies with a poisonous film. That's what the trailer said. It says in ancient times, Wooper lived underwater in the Paldea region, but it seems after losing in a struggle for territory, they began living in bogs of land. They keep from drying out while living on land. They began to cover their bodies with poison and film. The powerful poisonous liquid emits from their toe gills. So yeah, so even though it looks completely brown, the gills itself are purple, as you can see right there. So you can tell that it's ground and poison. So these Wooper gills have hardened thanks to living on the land for so long. Their bodies are heavy and they move slowly, but they can protect themselves by shooting powerful poisonous liquids from their gills. You may see poison Pokemon in areas where these Woopers live. Okay, so if they're by the mud, be careful. and then we already knew about Pommy, Small Olive, and then we already know the roster here, right? So again, so we already know all of this information here, and we went through everything. I think we did through everything, and again, it's a lot to take in, but it's very exciting times for all Pokemon fans. This new Generation 9 has a lot of potential to actually elevate their game besides Pokemon Sword and Shield, right? And I'm very curious to see what else Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has in store, and if I'm correct on assuming that the Paldea region is very close ties, or its origin came from Spanish Portuguese landscapes, environments, and also architecture as well as culture. So I guess we're going to learn more and more as the days get closer. But what about you guys? What did you think about this new trailer, about these hidden secrets, these clues, and also to learn more about what's in store for the new Pokemon games coming this November 18th of 2022? Write your comments below. And again, if you like the content of this video, please hit that like button in the description. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, and also make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I would really appreciate it, and I will be doing a lot of Pokemon in-depth analysis, trailers, and also tips, tricks, tutorials, and also walkthroughs as well. So I think it's pretty awesome, and I think that for me, I'm excited for it. I cannot wait to get Pokemon games to just enjoy everything that it has in store. And my wife is also excited about it as well. She's gonna get Pokemon Scarlet, I'm gonna have Pokemon Violet, and once it comes out, there's gonna be more and more things to see, and also new Pokemon to catch and new adventures to make, and it's just gonna be that awesome. And thank you so much, guys, for giving me advice and questions. If you have any questions at the end, let me know. Thank you so much, for the, I would say, for the tips that you're giving me, guys. I really appreciate it. And I really hope you guys are excited about Pokemon. And if you want to learn more about my YouTube channel, please follow me on Yin Yang TK. Again, it's at Yin Yang TK. And once you go there, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be doing a lot more about Pokemon. Not just Pokemon, but other video games that are happening on the Nintendo Switch and also on PlayStation as well. All right, guys. So again, thank you so much for joining me in this live stream. And I hope you guys enjoyed a lot of the Pokemon information, also a lot about my theories, a lot about the hidden Easter eggs and treasures that we saw, from everything from the trailer to also the description on the website as well. So again, I enjoy you guys company, and make sure you guys stay awesome, and have a good night. And don't forget to follow me on again on my platforms. Follow me on Twitch, and also subscribe on my YouTube channel on Yin Yang TK, both at Yin Yang TK. All right, guys, stay awesome. Have a good night.